Hello students, in this video we are going to continue with dimensional analysis. And I told you there are two uses of dimensional method already. The one is we can check the correctness of an equation. That is, you can check whether the equation is correct or not. So this is the first use of it. And the second one, we studied about how to convert unit from one system to another system. We studied about Newton and Dyne, and we also studied about erg and joule. That is that of the force and the energy. Now the third use, that is what we are going to do, is how to find the relationship between different physical quantities. Now the third point is the relationship between different physical quantities. Now how is that going to be? I will give a simple example. See, in physics you will be learning something called centripetal force. Okay. Now what is this centripetal force? First and foremost, you should remember it is a force. Okay, and then the word extra is centripetal. Centri, center, petal, towards the center. Now when does it arise actually? For example, you know that sun is in the center, right, and the planets are revolving around, and we assume now for this purpose that the orbit is spherical, that means the orbit is circular orbit, right? That means it is going in the circle rather than in elliptical orbit. We make an assumption. Okay. Now what is going to happen between sun and the earth? They both have mass. So there is a force of attraction between these two, and this force is called gravitational force. The same force is acting when you take a piece of a body, let us say chalk piece, and leave it, and between this body, the chalk piece, and the earth, there is an attraction that we call it force of gravity. And here this is the gravitational force which acts between any two bodies. That force is there. Now if this force is there, it will attract and the earth will fall into the sun. The earth will fall into the sun. No, it is not falling. Why is it not falling? Because it is in circular motion. When a body is in circular motion, then what will happen? Towards the center, a force is acting, and that force is called centripetal force. Right? So if I take, for example, a stone and tie it to a thread or a rope, let us say, and I just take it like this and do like this, right? And it will be in the circular path. And my hand, I can feel the force acting, right? And that force we refer to, the force acting towards the center, we call that as centripetal force. You get my point? Later we will discuss in more detail as you come to rigid bodies and other things and circular motion, right? So the centripetal force and the force which is in circular motion, these two are going to compensate each other. That's why the earth is not falling into the sun. We can take another example. You know the nucleus is there. Nucleus is having protons which are positively charged and also has electron, right? And the electrons are revolving around. The nucleus has protons and neutrons. Now the proton is positively charged. The electron is revolving around. Till the electron is in the circular orbit or elliptical orbit, it will not fall into the nucleus. Why? Because there is an attraction. Electrostatic force is there. This electrostatic force of attraction is pulling it. But in order to not fall into the nucleus, the electron has to maintain the circular motion. Okay, this is like that we were going to study. Now what I am going to do in this basic thing is how to derive an equation for centripetal force. Okay, I am going to do an exercise which will be one of the application, that is to derive the relationship between different physical quantities. Okay. Now I say the force is depending on mass. The centripetal force is depending on radius. The centripetal force is depending on velocity. Okay. We take that what factors does this force depend on? The force may depend on mass, may depend on radius, may depend on velocity. Then we form a dimensional equation. You see what I am doing now? I am going to form a dimensional equation. Okay. Yeah. So, how will I make an equation? The force is proportional to, it depends on, but we don't know how many times. Mass power x, radius power y, and velocity power z. Let us say it depends on these three factors, but we don't know how many times. It can be square, it can be square root, it can be anything. So we have to keep that in mind. So x, y, z is what we need to calculate. Yes, and for that we are going to use dimensional method. Dimensional method. What we do is we substitute the dimensional formula. What is the dimensional formula for force? I will write simply ml t power minus 2. Because I am teaching all these years, I have memorized. Like you have memorized the multiplication table, I know that because it is registered in my brain. Otherwise, you always go back, F is equal to ma and mass into change in velocity upon time. M is m, that is mass, velocity L t power minus 1, time down it is minus 1. Okay, m L t power minus 2. This is a way of learning the learning process, right? Is proportional to mass, that is m power x. I am writing dimensional formula symbol, and radius is nothing but what? Length. So L power y, and velocity L t power minus 1 whole power z. Okay, this is how we have to write. Now next step, m power 1 is there, okay, L power 1 is there, t power minus 2 is there, is proportional to m power, always put it in bracket, x, L power y, and again we will split it here, right, L power z and t power minus 1 into z minus z. Keep this in mind. Okay, now that is proportional to, is there any other m? No, only one m is there, m power x, L and L is there, y and x, a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. That is identity, algebraic identity. Okay, so L power x, y plus z, okay, and t power minus z. What is this? M power 1, L power 1, t power minus 2. This is what it is going to be. Yes, now we can make it as an equation equal to. How we can do equal to? M power 1, or let us not worry about this. Okay, we will now, yes, we should consider now itself m power 1, L power 1, t power minus 2 is equal to. I wanted to remove the proportion, so I bring a constant k into, right, constant k into m power x, L power y plus z, t power minus z. I brought a k. Now I am going to compare the LHS with RHS, the power of m with the power of m, and that of L with L, and t with t. Okay, now this is 1 and this is x. So we conclude that x is equal to 1. Okay, just watch carefully, let me do it little. Yeah. So when I compare, what is this x value? with the power of m, which is 1. So I get x is equal to 1. Already I got one value, x value, right? Now next, y plus z. Y plus z is equal to again 1. Okay, so y plus z is equal to 1, right? The last one is minus z is equal to minus 2. Okay, minus z is equal to minus 2. Fine, minus minus goes, I get z is equal to 2. Put it in a box now. I have x value, I have z value, I have to find the y value. How do you calculate y value? So y plus z is 2 is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1 minus, from here plus 2 it goes that side, so it is minus 2, which is equal to minus 1. So what do you get? Y is equal to minus 1. You understand what I am saying? You understand? I calculated, I first put the dimensional formula for the physical quantity. After that, I compared the powers of m, l and t, and then I got the value of x, y and z. Now I can easily erase everything because our purpose is over. We already calculated the values of x, y and z. So we need to just substitute it in this, and then we have to find the derivation equation. What is the relationship? Okay, now you see, watch. Yeah. So f is, again I continue with proportional, no problem. M power, what is x value? 1. R power, what is y value? 2. What is v? V, that is v power z is minus 1. Excellent, we got it now. So f is proportional to m r square. Okay, m r square upon, see, somewhere I had done a mistake. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes, I made a wrong substitution. Okay, yeah. Yes, this may happen to you also, be careful, right? R power y value is minus 1, and v, that is v is z, that is power 2. Yes, now f is proportional to mv square, r power minus 1 will come to denominator upon r. We can say now f is equal to a constant k mv square upon r. Now what is this k? Using dimensional method, we cannot calculate the constant. The constant value will be given to you, right? That's one of the inadequacies of dimensional analysis. Constant cannot be calculated. Exponential cannot be used, logarithm cannot be used, sine, cosine, trigonometric functions cannot be used. Okay, yeah. So I can write now f is equal to m v square upon r, and this is the formula for centripetal force. So what is the formula? F is equal to mv square by r. You may wonder, when I made a wrong substitution, I understood, okay, something is going wrong. I know all these years I am teaching it should be mv square upon r, but I am getting mr square upon v, so that would be wrong. So immediately I cross-checked it. See, remember, learning is all about, yeah, practicing, making mistake and correcting the mistake and practicing. And if you follow this process, right, nothing wrong in making mistake, right? You can make the mistake, but correct the mistake, and then you redo it and practice it, and you will become perfect. Okay, that is the procedure. Fine, learning method. Now I come to the last one more problem, and I will derive that, and after that I will send you some questions, you solve it. Yeah, as I said to you, you can use any textbook. At this time you can get from the school NCERT textbooks also, no problem. Or even you don't want to come out, no problem. What you do is download from the NCERT website. Okay, you can download one chapter, right? Only one chapter, and this is the second chapter in your NCERT textbook, and solve this. You know, it can download it free of cost. I will give you the website name. Yeah, this is ncert.nic.in, www. Go to this, go to the textbooks, okay, PDF, it is written PDF of textbooks. Go to physics, right, class 11th you put it, and physics, and then you go, right, and then you will get the physics book. You leave chapter 1 and you choose chapter 2 and then press on this, right, and that will be downloaded. That you can easily refer it and use it at this time, okay. But don't stop learning for the sake of book is not there, this is not there, that is not there. The learning must continue. Yes, the learning must continue. Now I am going to do one more problem, okay, using the dimensional analysis. Okay, how is it and what is it? So dimensional analysis. Okay, let us say we take a simple pendulum. A simple pendulum has a rigid support and it consists of a thread whose length is L, and there is a bob. Okay, bob is there which is having a mass M, and what you do, you oscillate it, you take it to and fro. That the to and fro oscillation is there. One oscillation is to go and come back to the same position, and that is called, the time taken for this is given as time period. And you know that gravity is acting downwards, so we are going to connect all these factors and get a equation, right? Now how is it? Let us say the time period of a simple pendulum, time taken for one oscillation, depends on length of the pendulum, mass of the bob, and acceleration due to gravity. Remember, this also is one of the weaknesses or deficiencies, or we can say shortcoming of dimensional analysis. You can take only 3 quantities. You can't do with 4 quantity. But there is a lot of interest in this, you know. You can use your brain and attack different types of problems. It will make you more aware, you know. You will become more intelligent with the process of learning all these things, but learn it systematically. So I will write the dimensional equation. The time period is proportional to L power x, m power y, and g power z. We should know what are these things. T, time period, T only. L, length, that is capital L. Mass, capital M. G, acceleration due to gravity, L, T power minus 2. We already have this chart with us. Now merely we have to substitute. Okay, T is T only, is proportional to L power x, m power y, and L T power minus 2 power z. That is, T is proportional to L power x, m power y, L power z, T power minus 2z. I split it here. That is, T, bring terms together, right? L power x plus z, m power only 1m, y, T power minus 2z. So I can say T is equal to a constant k, and then L power x plus z. Okay, it looks like 2, so make it properly, right? And m power y, T power minus 2z. Okay, now we compare the power. Where is m and L? Not there. So put 0, 0, and this is 1. M, L, T. If m and L is not there, no problem. You put 0, right? Anything power 0, that's going to be nothing here. So now I compare L, 0, What is the power? X plus Z is equal to 0. First equation. Okay. Next M is Y. M is 0. So already you got the answer. Okay. Y is equal to 0. I got the answer for one value. Next, minus 2Z is equal to 1. Minus 2Z is equal to 1. That means Z is equal to minus 1 by 2. So I got Y value and Z value. X plus Z is equal to 0. Take this equation. I hope the board is clear to you. So let me erase this part and do it here. Okay. These are all not needed because I made the substitution already. So we don't need these things. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Now I know that X plus Z is equal to 0. Z is minus half. That is equal to 0. So X is equal to plus half. So I got X value and I got Y value and I got Z value and I close it here. Fine. Now I remove everything. Okay. These things I can erase it. Fine. Yeah. Yes. Now let me substitute the values. T is proportional to L power X. X is half over M power Y is 0 over G power Z is minus half over power 0 is 1, leave it. Now T is proportional to power half means what? Root L, right? Now G power minus half is nothing but, see, I will make one more step. Okay, L power half divided by G power half. Okay, I brought this in the denominator. T is proportional to root L upon root G. Or T is equal to some constant K root L by G. We have done it. Now, what is the constant value? Experimentally it is determined and K value is given to be equal to 2 pi. Okay, so you substitute T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. So this is the formula for the time period of a simple pendulum. So what does the simple pendulum formula time period says? T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. 2 pi root L by G. Again, don't memorize. They all will come to you by practice, right? And then you can download the book, and also I will try to send you the pictures from the books and send it to you. You can practice it. And if you have any doubt, please put it in the inbox and I will be able to correct it for you. Okay. Thank you so much.